Rise and shine, superstars. It's your favorite light coach, MB, and today is a great day to be alive. Why? Because you are still here. So stop what you're doing, comment below, and scream at the top of your lungs. What? Come through. If you are thankful that God woke you up this morning, because gratitude is the absolute best way for you to start your day. And if you're not thankful to still be alive, I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart that I am thankful that you are still alive. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that's thankful that you're still alive as well. It's only temporary. It's only temporary. It may not seem like it right now, but I promise you it will pass. The storm does not last always. So don't make a permanent decision based off of a temporary situation. All right, tribe. Are you down with other people's problems? Oh, yeah. Like Sir Andy Mineo and Sir Lecrae. I'm coming in hot. Just like a fajita. Hey, okay. For real. Okay, so this week, the question of the week is, you down with OPP? And today, are you down with other people's problems? It's a really simple question, and it's either yes or no. So ask yourself that. Are you? See, we like to use other people's problems as a way to distract us from our own. Sometimes on purpose and sometimes unintentionally. We just get caught up. But either way, we can't do that. We can't allow other people's problems to distract us from our goal. We have to stay focused. You got to stay focused on your goal. You have to stay focused on your mission. You have to stay focused on your future. You have to stay focused on the end game. Like Thanos. Thanos had a mission. He had a vision. Then he had a mission to implement so that he could live the vision. He was not with the foolishness. He would not allow the distractions and the problems of all these other people, and there was a lot of people. He didn't allow them to distract him from his mission. Nobody's, not even his daughters. Like, look, I love y'all, but this is what I got to do. Now, his mission was wrong, okay? But his focus was right. And we need that kind of focus if we truly want to get what it is we say we want in life. Like, we keep letting all of these problems that other people are going through, that they aren't even ours, y'all. That's not even something that's going to righteously affect our lives. But we're allowing ourselves to get caught up in somebody else's problem, and we lose sight of the mission altogether. We're not able to stay focused on what it is that we say we want. We can't stay focused on what we need to do to get to where we're trying to go. And if you want better for yourself, if you want a better life, if you want a better relationship, if you want better finances, if you want a better job, a better career, if you want a better marriage, better children, like, we got to stay focused. What is it? You got your vision. Okay, you made it plain. What's the mission? How are you going to do it? How are you going to execute? And other people's problems, there's no room for that in the execution process of you accomplishing the mission so that you can obtain your vision. There's no room for it. Now, there's two reasons why we get caught up in other people's problems. The first reason we get caught up is because we genuinely care about someone else. We see them and we're like, oh my gosh, you should not be going through that. I really want to help you. That is nothing that you should have to deal with by yourself. And that's great. It's great to be loving and caring for other people. We need more people in the world who care about other people. But we also need more people in the world who are focused on the mission, because you have your own problems. And so when you're spending all your time, energy, and attention on someone else's problems because you genuinely care about them, you're sacrificing your own. Like, you're sitting there and you look up, like, where did the time go? It's 10 o'clock. I got to go to bed and get ready for work. Like Mr. Redding said, you just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away, wasting time. And you're chasing so hard. You're trying to find resources and people who know people and advice and all this other stuff that you can give to somebody else to help them with their problem. But you're neglecting the problems that you have in your own life because you don't want to face those. You don't want to unearth all of those emotions and the stuff that hurts, the pain that you have yet to deal with, that's been sitting idle and festering for 12 years now. And you're too prideful. Like, people will know that you need help. They'll offer you help and you're like, no, I got it. Like, you would rather bear the weight and the burden of whatever it is that you're going through. Like, that's going to make you stronger. When in reality, it's making you weaker. Like, you can't help someone else up out of their problems when you're stuck in your own pit of problems, your own quicksand. And every time you move, you just keep getting deeper and deeper. Like, would you go? I'm not going to speak for you. Tell me, answer me this. Would you go to the doctor, to the hospital with a broke leg and be like, hey, I just need a doctor with a broke hand to operate so I can walk straight? No. You want your doctor to be well rested, focused, and able to execute the mission. You want that doctor to have no distractions, no problems of their own, because you want your leg to be fixed so that you can walk straight. So why do you think that you got all these problems you carrying around yourself that you haven't addressed, that you're not getting energy and time and attention to, that you can do that for somebody else? Keep the same energy. You're not even giving half of the energy that you're giving to Sheila over there to fix your own problems. Well, I don't know what to do. Find the help. The same energy that you're using to find resources for her and her problems, use it to find your own resources. Ask somebody. That's what you have to do. If you want to help others, you have to help yourself. You have to heal yourself first. You want to be a light to the world, you got to shine the light on yourself first. You got to be available and able to provide the help. But you can't do that unless you seek your own help. And I know you like, well, what I need help for? I can't go get help from a counselor because they got their own problems. Well, guess what? You need to find a counselor who has a counselor, so that you know who you're going to get help from is already getting some help from somebody else, so that their problems are going right, like they're getting corrected and fixed. But the best way to help other people and to live out the life that you want is to make sure that you're fulfilling your life. You're living out your purpose. Stay focused on the mission. Stay focused on the vision. Stay focused on the end game, your purpose. What is your purpose in life? If you don't know that, then why are you trying to help somebody else? That's something you really need to figure out for yourself. What is it that I need to do? What is it? Why am I here? What is my mission? What is my purpose for life? Then when you find that everybody that you were meant to help, guess what? They're going to come right to you. But if you're out here with your own problems, it's like you got somebody, you want to be a light in the world, but somebody needs a red light and you got a yellow light. And you like, come over here, come over here. Like, now they come to you for help, and the advice that you give them is all wrong because you sprinkling your yellow all over them and they needed some red. Find out what it is that you need to work on. Work on that, and don't get distracted by other people's problems. Don't look for other people's problems intentionally. That's the second reason why people are so down with other people's problems, is because we're trying to find an exit, a way out from our own mess. Like, we need a release. It's like a drug. People drink alcohol because they don't want to have to face the emotions and the energy of whatever it is that they're dealing with. They take drugs because they don't want to have to face the emotion and the energy and whatever it is they're dealing with. You look for other people's problems because you don't want to have to face the emotions and the energy of the mess that you're dealing with. So you go out there scrolling through social media, watching Netflix shows and Amazon shows, trying to find all the reality shows and the drama and all this stuff, just so you can sit back and be like, ooh, my mess ain't that bad. Well, let me tell you something. There are hundreds of thousands of millions of people that if you had a camera crew that followed you around on your day-to-day, every day for a week, for a month, for a year, they're going to sit back and be like, ooh, my mess ain't that bad. But I need you to know this. Mess, your mess, my mess, his mess, her mess, it still stinks. Ask the farmer. The chicken mess stink. The goat mess stink. The cow mess stink. The horse mess stinks. It all stinks. Like, you're not going to go to dinner and somebody bring out 4 bowls of mess and be like, yo, okay, so this mess over here, it smells awful, right? Right? This one's not so bad, but this one, it doesn't smell as bad as this mess over here. So if you're asking my opinion, you should go with this mess. You're going to be sitting there like, so you telling me you want me to eat this mess because it doesn't smell as bad as this mess? That's the kind of conversation that we're having right now. Like, when you're telling yourself, I'm going to watch somebody else's problem because my problems ain't as bad as their problems, it's still problems. Your mess, your misery is not as bad as their mess or their misery. It's still misery. Like, you don't voluntarily be like, ooh, sign me up for misery when you have the opportunity to go to abundant joy, peace, love. You like abundance, joy, peace, love, misery. Okay, what's the level of that misery over there? No, you want abundance, joy, peace, and love. So stop intentionally distracting yourself from your own problems and going to be down with other people's problems so that you don't have to face all the stuff that you need to face so that you can live the life of your dreams. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take work, but it's going to be worth it if you know your purpose and you want to live it. If you want to have that life that you say that you want to have, then you have to execute. You have to stay focused on the end game. And all this side stuff, all of this drama from other people. People put this stuff on TV and on the radio. That's why they're called programs, because they want an easy way to program the masses. And now you get sucked in and you sitting on the dock of the bay watching the tides roll away, wondering why you still stuck in your mess and your misery in the place that you don't want to be and where the time went. Man, this year's almost over. What happened? Because you sitting on social media scrolling for 30 minutes and somebody came up and said, oh my goodness, I saw you were so into your phone. What did you see? You can't even tell them. Focus on the mission. Focus on the end game. Don't be down with OPP. Other people's problems don't help you. They don't help yours. And some of you going to be like, well, I can learn what not to do. No, you already know what not to do because you're still in the place that you don't want to be. You need to be watching somebody who can teach you what you do need to do. Don't come to yourself with the foolishness and the lies, because that's a whole nother issue. You need to work on that before you can even focus on what it is you want to do. Because you can't lie yourself to the life of your dreams. I'm going to tell you that right now. You got to get honest with yourself. You have to be open with yourself. And you have to really, really want what you say that you want. But if you cool with being stuck where you are in your own pit and the standard, then stay there. That's fine. If that's what you're cool with. Just don't complain about it to anybody. So today I just need you to take 10 minutes and just sit back and think about, okay, what other people problems am I focused on right now? Is it somebody on the news? Like, are you driving to work every morning listening to Steve Harvey Morning Show just so you can get the Shirley Strawberry or the whoever Strawberry letter and listen to all their problems and try to talk to the radio on your way to work and be like, that's not what I would do. Yeah, Steve, tell him your advice. That's probably something good. Whose problems are you listening to? Identify that. Then here's the tough one. What are your problems? Oh, we all got problems. What problems are you down with? Now you say you don't want them, right? But what are you doing to not have them? What problems are you dealing with in your relationships, in your marriage, in your finances, on the job, with your children, within yourself, with your low confidence, with your lack of self-esteem, with your limiting beliefs? What are you dealing with? I'm sorry, you're not dealing with it. You're sitting with it. You're sitting at a table, because if you're dealing with it, that means that you're actively seeking advice and help from people who can actually help you. And you're taking the necessary steps, regardless of how difficult they are and how much they hurt, to overcome the obstacles and the adversity so that you can live the life of your dreams. But you're sitting with it at a round table like y'all playing poker. You got relationship problems, financial problems, career problems, children problems, your own problems, your dead folks problems, your past problems, your present problems, problems in the future that you're thinking about that may or may not happen, but probably will because you're thinking about them. Focus on the end game and stay in your lane. Don't be down with other people's problems. Get down with your own problems so that you can resolve them and then elevate to the life of greatness that you want. But you know what I'm going to say. If you don't remember anything I just said, at least remember this. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be great. And it's a great day to find the greatness in you. Now go out there and live the greatest day of your life.